Alright, welcome back to another Let's Play of the Trails in the Skies. I'm your host, Biz Zero. Your boy is back. I'm back, baby. Last time, we had an unusual experiment with the unusual ornament. And like the whole city was blacked out because of it. I wonder what that was all about. Anyways, I also did some off-camera upgrades with the characters here. Did a side quest, got in P3. In P3 is so good because it gives, not only does it give 5 elemental value in the wind for one of the lines, but it also grants you 80% success to prevent enemy arts from an auto attack or any physical attack, which is insane. And you might be wondering, why am I putting that on Estelle instead of someone like Joshua, right? Well, the thing is, Joshua is a very restricted character, you see. Like, his first slot needs to be time quartz. And his other slot, I think this one. Yeah, this slot also needs to be time quartz. So, not a lot of options here, right? So instead I have Joshua all on time quartz. Try to stack up everything so we can get Clock Up X and Chaos Brand and White Gehenna. These are pretty much the bread and butter that I always have in battle. Chaos Brand is very important because in a lot of situations enemies are quite overwhelming when there's a huge number of them. Chaos Brand allows you to turn the tables by confusing enemies and having them attack their own kind instead, so you don't have to do your dirty work. And with this build, it allows Estelle to tank, especially the fact that she is very flexible. See, every slot allows for any sort of quartz, so there's no restriction with Estelle as opposed to Joshua and all the other casts. So let's put that back in there. I need A2 then. Keep that 2 and evade 2. So for this build, evade allows her to evade enemies. So whenever I use Sylvan Guard allows for 50% agility again, which in turns, makes her almost untouchable, which is insane if you talk about this, if you think about it. There's also another slot for defense too. Give 10% defense, just in case if she does get hit, she will take a lot of damage. She won't take a lot of damage. And Petrify, again, it's just one of those slots where it's good to, how do I say this? Okay. So in this game, you can only have 1 quartz in relation to status elements. Okay. So if you have confused, you cannot have petrify. If you have mute, you cannot have petrify. If you have poison, you cannot have mute. You get what I mean? So you have to pick your poison properly. Okay? You want poison is good against usually mobs or bosses where there's a lot of HP involved. Petrify is good for a lot of things, although I don't think it works for bosses, but it's good against almost anything because when an enemy is petrified, I can attack it again and it will die instantly. So that's why I chose this one rather than poison or mute. I think mute is too circumstantial. Like, there's not a lot of situation where I have to use it. Most of the time, the enemy don't spam arts as much as you would think. So I chose that before. But one neat thing about this is that you can actually have impede and petrify together. You see, impede adds another element to your attack, which means you can prevent enemy arts with 80% success. That means that whenever I hit an enemy and you try to use an art, right, I can cancel their art before they can even cast that. So impede is good because it's, even though it's not a status element, but you can have that with whichever quartz you have that has status element. And that's why I went with this build. So for my tactic, I would have Tita and Joshua's way behind. And then Estelle can tank. And again, Estelle is very useful because when you look at her, she has, let's see, what's the craft? She has taunt. So again, I can get everybody to attack her, and we can set up Siphon Guard on her to become untouchable. And if I do get touched, I have enough defense to really take that. You see, 157. Oh my god, 157! Your girl is strong. And for Tita, I don't think she's strong enough yet. She's level 18, so I don't know how her scaling works. She doesn't have much of phenomenal strength stat as compared to my other two. And she doesn't seem to have phenomenal arts attack stats either compared to the other two characters. So I was thinking, okay, if the stats aren't her specialty, what is? Apparently she has a gun, okay, a cannon. The cannon has insane range, and you can pretty much abuse that. And especially the fact that she can only use space quartz. One thing really unique about her is that she can actually move really far with move 2. And so what essentially you can do is abuse the range of your cannon by moving away from your target so they cannot get to you, and you can hit them back. Ah, genius tactic. What power. And so since you're hitting them with auto attacks anyways, I was like, okay, we're probably not going to spam too much arts. We're going to get enough coverage for fire and water. That's good enough. Chaos Brand is pretty neat, you know. Actually, I would argue that Chaos Brand is probably the best Arbo art in the game, and that's why I have that. But for her slots, I kind of want her to be more of a status element and interrupt character. Like she would just be in the back shooting her cannon at an enemy. And mind you, her cannon attack, her auto attack is an AoE. Jesus, what power! It's an AoE, so you can target like 2 enemies if they're cluttered together. Can you believe the power? Jeez, your boy knows what's good. Your girl is also coming through though. Anyways, so I have Confuse on her. So whenever I attack an auto attack, this will act as a sort of pseudo Chaos Brand. There's 10% chance that it will work on them. And then Impede. Since I'm going to auto attack a lot with her, I'm most likely going to have 50% chance to, you know, to interrupt arts. Very important. And move 2, as I explained earlier. Moving further away from your enemy is part of her tactic, so she doesn't get hurt. And of course, healing. Why healing, right? Actually, your HP slowly recovers by walking. I'm not sure if this mechanic is for inside battle or outside battle. Actually, you can let me know in the comments below if you know anything about this. But if it does work inside battle, then I would assume that it would synergize with move 2 a lot better, especially moving a lot, like moving backwards and trying to, you know, kite my enemy as much as possible. And another most important, and last but not least, right, one of the more important quartz she will have here is probably hit 2. You want her to be hitting a lot and not miss shots. So we have that for her. I'm still thinking maybe we should get rid of AVP cut too. Don't think that really matters for her. Yeah, really don't think it matters that much for her. In fact, I might actually swap it out now because I'm not gonna spam course with her. Just judging from her stats, like her arts attack, I'm not feeling it. So I'm taking that out. Definitely taking that out. Great. Yeah, sure, you can have BP cut too. Oh, but it has to be space, huh? Oh. I guess we have no choice. Is there something else that we have? Eagle Eye. She can have Eagle Eye. What is EP cut 2? 3, right? Yeah, 3. I'm not sure if that will take out the Chaos brand though. Oh, it doesn't. It'll take out the time quartz though. So she can't do clock up anti-scythe. Which is fine. I'm not intending her to be some sort of orbital art spammer either way. I'm gonna take that out. And I'm gonna replace that with Eagle Eye. So we can still keep Chaos Burn here. You're asking me why Eagle Eye? Why have Eagle Eye? Well, Eagle Eye actually synergizes with Haze a lot. Okay, so let me read Eagle Eye for you. Eagle Eye can help you see enemies from a distance. So whenever you're doing side quests or any main story quests and you want to avoid enemies, you can use Eagle Eye to see enemies in the distance within the map. The mini map will show them in red dots, so you know where they will be. And in regards to Haze actually helps you become unaware of enemy. I mean, help you prevent enemy from aggroing. Okay, so if an enemy is close to you, they wouldn't come running at you. So this is very good for side quests or whenever you want to avoid mobs. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to put EP cut 2 on him. Yeah, that's a lot better. Things a lot cleaner now. She is just gonna act as an auto attacker with some coverage, you know, some fire here, some water here, maybe a little bit of healing as well. Aside from that, yeah. To be honest, this is probably the better build because not only her stats is mediocre, but her EP is not that high to spam arts either way. So I'll try that out. Anyways, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, and also one more thing before I lose track of this. I also got this little trinket here. It's actually pretty neat. So what this Sapphire Talisman does is that it converts your auto attack into water element. What does that mean? Well, converting your attack to water element means that any enemy with water weakness is going to be weak to your auto attack. Wow, ridiculous, right? So I'm putting it on her, especially when she's the one auto attacking a lot. But again, it's a double-edged sword because when you're facing an enemy that is resisting to water, then in that case it wouldn't work that well. And another thing too, she's probably going to be weak to anything that's good against water as well, because it's effective on both defense and offense. Anyways, where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah, going back to the guild. Yeah, what was that? Oh, never mind. What was that? That artifact earlier, I have no idea. Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? When you are ready, we'd like to your full report on it. Business as usual, Kalika. I've heard the basics from the factory chief earlier, but I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details. Well, just to explain the details of the orbital blackout. What exactly is going on with the orbital blackout? I have a feeling that it's not no ordinary orbment that we just got. Our dad retrieved something more than that. Probably some sort of artifact. I see. So the orbment that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russo for the present. Oh, Professor Russo, huh? Him? I don't know how I feel about working with him. He's a little too enthusiastic, if you ask me.
We thought you didn't like to say that.
When we have more information, we'll contact you immediately. Okay? What's up here? It's good, lads. We have bracers. What? An assignment? You now? Yeah, it's a little one. The army kinda asked for me specifically, so I'm off to the capital. It's not just you anyway. You got the 2 juniors. Put your heads together, you'll be fine. I won't be gone more than a couple of days or so. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Good. And relax. Hello? Who's this? You guys have good timing. Excuse me? You wouldn't be by any chance be junior bracers, would you?
What? Yeah, we are.
I'm junior bracer Joshua.
I missed out.
So it is you two. Just like Kalika said. Excuse me, are you on your way to the capital? Yeah, I was. A small request came up. I'm leaving things here in size to you two and Wong for the time being. Don't burn the place down. So yes, we could use your help.
Sure, you can rely on us.
We'll do our best. It's settled then. I'll leave things to you all. Okay. I wonder if there's any new side quests. Nope. Good. Just the way I like it. We did a lot of side quests off camera. That's how we got in P3, and also how we got a bunch of mirror for the upgrades. Oh, and also when I was doing some off-camera stuff, I actually found a really good recipe. At least at this point, right? Azalea Rose. That's very good because it recovers 500 HP and cures KO. That's a lot better than what you have with the regular reviving bomb. When you take a look at the reviving bomb, look at this. Jeez. This is like some power creep here. Don't tell me this is not a power creep. Alright, where are you, reviving bomb? Look at reviving bomb. Heals for 100 after reviving. That's okay. I mean, the point of using this item is to revive in battle anyways, right? But when you take a look at where is it? Did I make it already? I think I did. Azalea something. Oh. Azalea Rose. Look at this. It heals for 500 HP after reviving. Jesus. What power? It's like insane power creep right there. Where are you up to now? Professor is headed to the central factory. Let's follow. Alright. I wonder what is going on.
Tita, everyone, how are you? Professor Russo is in his workshop on the 3rd floor. He seems pretty impatient, like he was waiting on something or someone.
Okay. 3rd floor. Oh, we can just take the stairs, okay. Don't have to take the elevator every time. It's pretty neat. Workshop. Alright, what are you up to this time?
Another failure! Grandpa, we came to see you if we could help.
Oh, hello, Tita. And you two are here as well, I see.
What can I say? We were worried. So, what are you working on?
Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the black ornament. But it hasn't been going very well.
What seems to be the problem?
Perhaps a demonstration is in order. And click.
Ooh, what's going on?
Whoa! What is that thing? It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy I can cut through basically anything. That's how I do it then.
Oh my god.
Stop. I thought that might happen.
It's on a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomena as yesterday.
It seems like the black ornament is blocking the functionality of the other ornaments, interfering with them in some way. And I thought it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights.
Yeah. But Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last night?
Yes, good thinking. This interference with the nearby ornament seems to spread out, moving from ornament to ornament like chain lightning. I had to put range about like 5 arch. But if there are no ornaments bound on within that range, well then, that's where the effect stops.
Wait, let's see. If there are no ornaments powered on within that range. Oh, I see. So there is 5 arch. How much is 5 arch? I don't know. Oh, I see. That makes sense.
However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it caused machines to simply stop without getting a look inside. It's very troubling, yeah.
Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good screen and really hard whack?
Don't be ridiculous. And you see the big saw do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago?
Well, yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe it did melt down in a glass furnace or something. If we did that, the inside of it would melt too. Oh yeah, well, it was worth a shot.
Actually, that might work.
Whoa, Estelle. Girl, did you come up with something clever? Okay, I see you.
Really?
You know of a way to burn it open?
No, it's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives ornament to work, can't be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy.
Is there even such a thing?
The combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea's been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to an orbital engine. However, all you need to do on them are standard tools.
Neat.
I get it. Fire is the key.
But, Grandpa, I never even seen one of them.
I'm pretty certain that there's one under the study in the central factory workshop. Oh, you need to get the fuel as well.
Like oil or something?
No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or a canister of it stored and reserved. Yes, it should do the job. I'll start by getting the tools ready.
I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can.
Well, you could go and get the engine and gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but your bracer should be strong enough to move it.
Okay, leave it to us.
So, where would we find these?
Let's see.
Don't tell me that you have forgotten.
I have forgotten.
He's just said not to say that. Estelle, if you look into the operation room, you could probably find them. What the heck is an operations room? It's a room with a bunch of orbital computers on the fifth floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping.
Wow. I didn't even know there was such a place.
Then I'll leave it to you, capable hands.
Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Oh well, let's find find this operation room thing.
To the 5th floor then. Yeah, well played. We're like slaves. Doing bitch work. Good stuff. Well, technically he's doing a favor for us, so it's not that much of a deal. Let's see. Where do I go? 5th floor, operations room to see where they're stored. Gasoline, huh? It's like old-fashioned way. Let's take the stairs like the old-fashioned way. Operations, there it is. Who are these guys?
Oh wow! Check out this place.
This has to be the operations room. Hey, you two! Travis.
I haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor.
Nice to meet you. We've with this Bracer Guild.
We're here to request of the Professor Russo. So if
Professor Russo? He's not in trouble again, is he?
again, you really don't have much faith in him, do you?
No, I mean, I realized that he's a genius. He was the one who developed the capo unit after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tita, on the other hand, is an incredible sweet girl, just an all-around good kid.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Oh, I guess Tita will be the next scientist. I wonder what she'll be like with a lab coat.
But I don't think we have the time to stand around talking in this case.
We need to find where the central factory stores its equipment.
Oh, that what is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works.
Okay. So where is the gasoline?
This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the capo. These days, they mostly get used to assist in airship navigation, but this one is equipped for the fastest general-purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything from calculating materials density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select that mode. That will send a signal through the right wiring and allow you to access the memory orbit. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid flight pause on it, you see. Then it simply extracts the data you want. So I trust that you know how it works now.
Sweet, no clue. No sweat. No clue.
Yep, no sweat.
I'm impressed, Estelle. You're way better with modern technology than I am.
Okay, so I lied. All that stuff went completely over my head.
Well, here's the setup. You can change the mode with this panel. I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time.
Alright, is there a video tutorial? Alright. Whoa, some high-tech stuff here. Some computer science stuff here. The Oracle Calculator Cargo System, version 7.0, copyrighted ZZF 1197 to 1202. Mode, information retrieval, memory, check, okay. Database access, please input search term. Central factory. Whoa. Universal tech. Ordnance, crystal circuits, septium. Whoa, where is all this related culprits? Gasoline, there it is. Combustible engine, gasoline. Entry, gasoline. Liquid derived from the purification of naturally occurred hydrocarbon compound. known as petroleum. Ooh, this is some science stuff here. It's actual science. Used primarily as fuel for combustion engines and as an industrial solvent. Republic manufacture gasoline. Stores, emergency stores, 20 mid-sized tanks. Repository. Orb manufacturing factory, huh? Okay. So, Ornament manufacturing factory, is that where we're supposed to go? What about the combustion engine? A machine which generates usable energy by burning fuel within it, less efficient than its orbital counterpart, due to issues with gaseous exhaust and noise pollution. Okay, owner. Maintenance Chief Gustav. Oh, what is this? I'm just gonna take a look at this. Orbital haulage vehicle. Any wheeled vehicle powered by orbital energy, widely considered uncomfortable to ride, and very limited in speed, primarily used for transporting cargo. Underground factory entrance. Interesting. Okay, so let me check the repository for gasoline again. So Orbman manufacturing factory. So we have to go down the first floor, right? I believe that's where it is. What is Orbman? Oh, this is getting juicy. I kind of want to know what's going on here. You know, just based on what we know earlier from the series or from the game. It seems like the orbments are made out of things called artifact. An artifact does a lot of insane things that orbments can't do. Right. General term for devices that draw orbital energy from septium. Invented 50 years ago by Professor C. Epstein. The clockwork mechanism inside causes a reaction between quartz, which in turn produces a variety of different phenomena. The greatest advantage over combustion engine is that the orbital energy within them is gradually restored over time, and a variety of different phenomena that you can produce. They are also much more economically efficient. Okay. So before, so they were using combustion engines before ordnance, right? So 50 years ago, they were still using the same technology as us. So this is new stuff. No, septium. What are septium? A grouping of 7 gemstones found throughout the continent, prized as jewels for eons, and it is also regarded as a symbol of mystery. The invention of the technology to refine and process septium fragments too small to use as jewels, called sept, and make them into quartz, resulted in a massive increase of importance of septium as a resource across the continent. How does septium come about then? I mean, 50 years ago they were using combustion engines. Does that mean that septium did not exist, or did they not have any way to extract and refine or process septium fragments into quartz before? Like there were septium back then, but they just don't know how to turn it into quartz. Right? Okay, I'm not gonna read everything here. It was very informational and educational stuff here. I learned a lot more about this world, and it's pretty interesting. But what are artifacts? That's what I want to know. Are they like they said they were ancient tools used by ancient civilization or ancestors, right? I don't know. Thinking out of my head right now, but it's very interesting stuff.
It looks like you found what you were looking for.
Wow, it's like a magic box or something.
Orbital computers are really something.
As I understand, Professor Russo's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. But it was Professor Russo's talent that made an idea into reality. If only his presence of mind were on par with his intelligence.
Haha. Well, Adios isn't one to bestow 2 blessings on one person.
By the way, where can we find the guy who has one of those combustion engine thingies? Maintenance chief, right? Where is he?
He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there to speak to him. Also, the gasoline is likely in the ointment manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there, and I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you.
Maintenance chief Gastaff is down at the airfield working on combustion engine, and the gasoline is in the basement ordnance for manufacturing facility.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
Think nothing of it. Let me know if you need anything else.
Good stuff. What are you working on? Hey now, how's the orbital calculator holding up? The meters are saying that everything is running smoothly. Good stuff. Alright, let's get that fuel. So, it did say that the fuel is at the basement, so we will be heading to the basement area now. To advance the story, you need the fuel and the combustion engine. This is the basement area. I believe this is the... oh, okay. This was the tunnel that we were in before. Okay. What kind of guy is he? I tried asking her friends, but they didn't tell me much. Gah, I can't just concentrate. Again, I just want to remind you guys, I really like how this game has a lot of dialogue in it. Like, it's very unique how every single character has something to say, or has something in their mind that they would like to share with you. And it really brings, personality to this kind of game. Not a lot of game has that. Usually you see an RPG that, they're usually NPCs that just repeat certain dialogues. Yeah, there's nothing to add to you or anything.
Excuse me. What's that? May I help you?
So Joshua explained the task set to them by Professor Russo.
You need gasoline? I think we have a tank of it back in the storage somewhere. I'll check it for you.
Good. Faye used the intercom.
This is Faye. Got a request down here. We still have a tank of Calvord gasoline there in the warehouse, right? Can you send some down? Yeah, enough to carry. Thanks.
Okay, Faye, your girl's carrying through. Your girl is coming through for us, okay?
They're sending some for you now.
Sending? Ooh, a conveyor belt. How convenient.
There we are.
Ooh. Are you able to carry that?
So this is gasoline.
So that's what sending is.
Neat, isn't it? This conveyor belt system isn't just for ordering goods. It's an entire network that connects the whole facility. Oh, convenient. Professor Russo invented it. Originally, it was just a series of tubes for sending products back and forth. But the professor completely rebuilt the system into something a lot more useful. Of course, getting all of the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain in the... I can only imagine.
We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help.
No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful with gasoline. It has a tendency to fireball.
There we go. It's funny how we have a bunch of items in our inventory, but how are we carrying them? Like, do we? Okay, we don't have pockets. I don't see any pockets with them. Where are they? They just magically disappear. How funny, game. Okay, so let's go back. Now we're just missing the combustion engine. So we're gonna get to the air field, which I'm assuming is at the port. So let's get out of here. So where's the port? Okay, so that's landing ports right over here. Who are you? Well, I need a flight. The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago.
No, thank you. You don't need an airship right now. Actually, we need to talk to gas staff. Was it?
You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment.
What do you mean, not here?
He went to Last Stone Fortress 2 or 3 days ago. Some kind of repair emergency on the military patrol ship, they say.
Leiston Fortress?
As in the largest base in the Royal Army, out by the Lake Valeria? Up in the north part of Zeiss?
Wonderful. He won't be coming back from there anytime soon. So, what did we do about the professor's request?
I don't know anything about that, but the chief is actually on his way back. He just sent a word to us. Would you hear that?
Oh, hey, airship.
Speak of the devil. This is the devil, my brothers. Ooh. Airships are so convenient in this game, huh? Nice. He made it just in time. Alright.
An orange airship. Hold the phone. Since when are public airships orange?
No, it doesn't look like a regular public airship. The shape is wrong. And it's got work arms all over it.
Now that you mention it.
That's the central vessel, the Leibniz. It's the same model as the public transports, but it has several modifications. It's used for large-scale maintenance and transport.
A flying factory. Then the maintenance chief is on the airship?
That's right. Now's your chance. You need to talk to him, no?
We do. Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you. Let's go, go, go! Where are you, Mr. Gas Staff? Wow, that's a long way down. I wonder if this is 3D. Is this all rendered in 3D or is that just 2D? Like with a different view. Because things are looking pretty sprightly here. I'll be pretty impressed if this is all in 2D. What's up? What do you think of her? Isn't she a beauty? Oh, this is the crown jewel of the Central Factory Fleet, the Leibniz. What do you want? The Leibniz has a mountain of parts stored in her. It's dangerous, so stand clear.
Actually, we're looking for someone.
Isn't there a maintenance chief by the name of Gas Staff on this ship? What do you want with me?
Oh, well, that's convenient.
So explain that Professor Russo has asked them to find and bore a combustion engine. Ah, so you're running errands for Professor Russo, are you? But a combustion engine, huh? Well, you got a good timing, I'll give you that.
Huh?
Hang on a second. Talk about good timing.
Does he actually has one packed onto this ship?
It looks like it. Oh, talk about good timing.
Here you go. It's heavy beast, though, so be careful.
Received combustion engine. Alright. Now our mission is complete. We better head back and see what's up.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. But we can still manage to carry it.
Ha! You got some spirit for you for such a young girl. I like it.
Thanks.
It's pretty interesting little coincidence. The old fart wants this thing right after I got back from the military.
Huh?
From the military.
Yeah, the thing was on loan to them for a little while. They were using it for some kind of research. As a matter of fact, I only got it back today.
Huh? Lucky for us. What's wrong?
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, it's nothing. Now that we've got what we need, why don't we take it back to the professor?
Sure thing. Thank you, Mr. Maintenance Chief.
Sure. Give my regards to the old man.
Man, Joshua, man, you're like keeping all the secrets to yourself. Yeah, I think I remember like 2 chapters, or like at least a few chapters earlier, Joshua was hiding something as well. I wonder what that's all about. And especially, I think it was last chapter, he met this white-haired dude, and he seems to have some sort of connection with him. Why would he chase the white-haired dude himself, right? And not tell us about it? It's awfully strange. He keeps a lot of secrets. Oh, by the way, we gotta check out if there's any side quests. Just in case. Okay, there's side quests. I'm gonna save just in case. And I'm gonna remind you guys again, I am not doing side quests in the main story, but rather I am going to do side quests on separate video, in a separate video series called Side Quests in the Sky. There I follow a guide, I don't play them blind, because they do the same damn thing, but I'm just doing them for the bracer points and for the extra dialogue. You know, so if you have any trouble with that guide, with any of this quests, and you would like a guide and would like to know instructions on how to do them, and you're also playing along, feel free to watch it. And also, if you want to watch my impression of certain dialogues in side quests, you can also check it out. Okay, now we want to head back. So we got combustion engine and the gasoline now. All we have to do is probably head back down. It was in the 2nd floor, I believe. Or I think the stairs.
I love the stairs.
Sure you do. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, not him. Wait, am I going the right way? I thought he was in the 2nd floor. Maybe the 3rd floor? Well, we can always check. Let's go back to the workshop. The workshop on the 3rd floor. We're about to find out. Workshop, there it is, 3rd floor. So we needed to get the gasoline and the combustion and then head back to the 3rd floor. Yeah.
We're back.
And we've brought what you asked for.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Handed over a combustion engine. Handed over a gasoline tank.
You weren't kidding around about how heavy this thing is.
Yes, your brute strength was most useful, girl. Perfect timing too. I just finished preparing the tools. All that's left is to set up the engine and put the gas into it. If you go and put on the finishing touches, Tita.
Yes, sir.
And that's all set.
Wow. This thing is really chunky looking. Are all those engines like this? Yeah. It converts the energy given by the burning gas to power the tools.
So this way they don't need orbital energy.
Indeed. No, that's not that. Let me flip the switch.
Okay. For the moment of truth here, we want to know what is going on with this thing.
And click.
Ooh.
Jeez, this thing sure makes a racket.
It's definitely a lot louder than orbital engines. Whoa, we're like shaking here. What is going on?
That's one of the drawbacks, yes. But I thought we need to fear activating the black ornament this way. Let's get started.
Whoa, oh wow.
That's some serious sparkage.
Okay, shut it down for now. We see much physical punishment it can take, and how much punishment our ears can take as well.
Son, the others crowded around to get a closer look. The tiny scratch is faintly visible.
That's it? That's incredible. And with the special ally saw too?
Whatever it's made of is tougher than anything I've ever seen.
But if you keep at it, I believe this would work. We're going to go through quite a few saw blades. Though.
So, it's gonna be real test of patience then.
Oh, Professor Mordok. Okay.
Hey, Professor. Can I talk to you for a second? Oh, have you already finished the modifications? Oh, of course I have. Remember who you're talking to? Anyway, what is it? Is something wrong? I just received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. The orbo-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa has broken down. Since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try fix it. Ugh, you must be kidding. Damn it, of all times for this to happen. If you're that busy, why don't you send another engineer over? No, the pile of junk is at least 40 years old. The younger techs have no idea what to do with anything that's not state-of-the-art. What a pain in the...
Grandpa? Maybe I could go and do the repairs, you think?
Huh? Tita?
You took me there to help with maintenance before. I think you'll be fine if I just go.
You the do a fine job on the repairs. That's not what concerns me. Agreed, there are monsters out on the roads.
But can't we just leave Miss Mal like this?
Yeah, we can help.
If that's the problem, why don't you let us handle this?
It's a priest's duty to ensure the safety of liberals' roadways. Therefore, seeing Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility.
Well, that's another story. If you're all with her, then we don't need to worry. Alright then, thank you.
Are you sure this is okay? Don't worry about it. Kids shouldn't sweat the details so much.
If you're ready, then let's go.
Thank you both. Okay, Grandpa and Mr. Murdoch, we'll be back soon.
Take care, dear. Be careful out there.
Okay, let's go then. So we're gonna Elmo, right?
Very well then, I'll leave Tito to your capable hands. Be careful out there.
Okay, we're gonna take the elevator this time. I have a feeling there's gonna be another top 10 anime betrayal again in this game. If there's anything that Trails in the Sky has taught me, is that you should trust no one. Not even yourself.
So, Elmo, so kind of fun. There's a hot spring there too, right?
Hot spring? Is that... Do you mean a hot spring episode? Ooh. I can't wait.
Right. It's a real nice place. My grandpa's taken me there a few times.
Well then let's set out. Just go out the south entrance, right?
Right. Then just follow along the south road to get there. Okay, let's get going.
South road, well let's get going. Now, we're about to end the part here, but I'll see if there's any other important stuff out. Probably not, I'm gonna check it out. Maybe I'll end the part after I reach Elmo. Yeah, let's go there. It's a hot spring area, right? Fantastic stuff. Let's see. Elmo, my mellow. Yep, that's definitely it. Oh, I really want to test out my team right now. Yeah, let's do that. Because I have Tita on auto attack duty, so I want to try this out. I don't have information, so I don't know what to do with this guy. Maybe I can flicker it. Flicker! Oh my god, it kills it instantly. Never mind.
That's that.
Oh, I think it's because I have, did that actually activate Death Blow 1? Probably did. Death Blow is so good, okay. I want to test out Tita with her auto attack build. So I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna move back a little bit. Tita can move up really far away with her move too. What's her range? Oh, she has insane range, jeez. So I can just move over here and then not worry about anything. Okay, let me move like really far away and see what happens. I'll move like all the way over here. Yeah, I can reach them that far away. Jeez. Okay, let me try. Oh no, you can't. Like I'm just a sliver out of range. So maybe I just like, move up a little bit. Really want to try this out. Okay. So she's moving up. She's moving up. I don't really care for you. I'm just gonna move over here. Okay, she's slow though. That's one thing about her that's not that great. She is pretty slow. Let me see if we can get a confuse off this. It's like 10% confuse and impede. Okay, so I start with tank, right? That would be my strategy, and I would have her just auto attack. Ooh, okay. Pretty nice. Can't flicker. It's too far away. Cloak and dagger's too far away. I can finish this. I can finish it right here. And Estelle now has MP3 and what did I have? Petrify, yes. Let's try one of the new moves. Plasma Wave. What does that look like? Ooh, it's a thick. I think it's a thicker lightning. Yeah, it's definitely a thicker lightning. Just want to try it out. See it. Plasma Wave. Oh my god, look at that animation. 500? What power? Okay. That's pretty powerful. I dig it. I see you. We're almost at Elmo Village. We'll probably end the part after, like, maybe a dialogue in Elmo Village. Welcome to Elmo Village. This is also a place where I did one of the side quests. Was it Temp Librarian? So if you want to see how I did that and the instructions I followed, or if you're stuck, you can always check that video out.
Wow, so this is Elmo, huh? I like it. It feels homey. What's that smell? Joshua, did you? Oh, that's just the sulfur in the air.
I guess that's just what happens when the water pours out of the hot springs, huh?
Oh, really? It smells like someone left eggs out in the sun for a day. Well, if I hold my breath, it's not that bad, I guess. It's not as strong as usual, though. There's hardly any steam coming out.
Maybe it's tied to the pump breaking down. I'm gonna go ahead and see about fixing it.
Okay. The key to the pump shed is back in the inn. Miss Mao has it. We'll have to get that first. No problem. To the inn we go. Alright, to the inn we go. On the next part.
If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, like my playthrough. If you want to see more playthrough that done in blinds, subscribe. And also, if you want to check out my side quest videos and tutorials, be sure to check my channel as well. If there's any suggestion you want me to do, just make sure you leave it in the comments below. I read every comment. I do also do weekly uploads. Anyways, I can't wait for some hot spring episode. Are you ready? All right. See you next time.